Hello everybody, Smart Mom here. I'm giving you an update on my Dustin. If you followed my post on the 28th, I believe I posted, of September, you saw the video that I shared, which was pretty emotional and transparent. Not my typical self, but I was furious. I was angry, beyond belief, very worried about my Dustin, and with my upcoming surgery for myself, feeling very vulnerable and helpless at the time, and it made better sense till today. So September 26th, it was a Sunday. Dustin and I were out with his dad, and out of the blue, he started complaining of tooth pain. Like any good mom, I knew that was my sign to get him seen as soon as possible, but with being Sunday, it's kind of hard to do. So immediately that Monday, I called up the dentist that he sees, and unfortunately they couldn't get him in that same day. So they did get me in the following day, which was Tuesday that very morning. That was September 28th that I went in there, and they were very prompt about getting him in. Problem is, they couldn't do much for him. All they could basically assume from their looking at Dustin is that he may have a possible cracked molar, and they don't handle those things. I would have to go to a specialist, an endodontics. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. So the problem went from there, where I could not get a specialist because of his health insurance, which I had acknowledged dear MEDICAID insurance for disabilities and dentists out there a letter, and I was very furious. I had mentioned to everybody that this was quite upsetting, and something needed to be done because my son was in severe pain and nobody was out there helping him. So I went on ahead and tried to get on the phone, calling around the actual numbers that I was given from the dentist, which ironically was supposed to be a list of dentists that would take Dustin's disability insurance through the dental. Now, my dilemma began there when I started calling around, and nobody would take his insurance. Dustin's been on disability since he was 2 years old. So I have never had a problem with him getting the health care he needs up until recently. It just seems very sad and just not right on all means. It's unacceptable when they get to a certain age of adulthood, between 18, 21, and 25. Nobody seems to want to deal with these guys. They all of a sudden don't want to take their insurance. And that is so wrong on so many levels. As his mother, I am stepping up doing the right thing, as many of us try our best to do until we are unable to, and it's usually because we're just not physically able to at that point. But I am still physically able. Well, with the exception of being on crutches. We have been trying our very best. Insurance companies who are supposed to be there for our now big guys with autism and other disabilities aren't there. It's extremely frustrating, and it's so wrong. So I called around anyway, just to recap, and nobody would take his insurance. Ironically, this is the kicker, and tell me if you understand this. Dustin has Medicaid through disability, but it's adult Medicaid. Every place that I called, and this is everybody in the state of Florida, okay? How is this wrong? Everybody that I called said, oh, if your son was a child with Medicaid, we would take him. Any endodontics dentist would take him and take his insurance. However, your son has adult Medicaid. I'm sorry, we can't take that insurance. Now, not only did that upset me and I didn't understand it, but there are 3 types of dental insurances that I am offered through his disability, through his insurance. There is DentaQuest, there is Liberty, and there is MCNA. Before I decided I was going to change over in hopes that I could find an endodontics that would take Dustin, everybody said the same thing about the insurance. It all came back to he has adult Medicaid. It doesn't matter what network that the disability insurance of dental he has. It's a matter of he has adult Medicaid. We don't take it. So what am I supposed to do with my son who is in severe pain, clearly needs help, and being 240 pounds, me on crutches because I tore a tendon since May, cannot get the help that I need right now because my son is priority and needs to be tended to first. So I'm on the back burner at this point. How is that right? Florida, you need to step up. Your insurance needs to step up. Dentists out there, you guys have got to step up a little bit more and help us out a little bit and accept these insurances that are helping our now big guys and girls. You just have no idea what kind of pain this has been for him. And at this point right now, it came down to me throwing a video up, sharing it, and then calling every day to the dental insurance, calling the insurance companies, to the point where they got sick of hearing from me, I'm sure. Finally, I had a caseworker assigned to me who reached back out to me that Friday. So from the 28th of September all the way to that Friday, I was able to get somebody to finally get back to me and say, we're going to make an exception for your son. And even though he is not, this certain dentist is not in our network, we're going to take care of Dustin. But it's just a one-time thing. It's an exception for this particular thing that's going on with me. So what am I supposed to do in the meantime? What happens to me in the future with him if this ever happens again? So I'm still, like, basically back to square one. This is a temporary fix for my Dustin and me. So we went on ahead and took that. They were supposed to get back to me that following week and and have somebody call me, an endodontics, and they did. They honored their word, which I appreciate, and I was able to get Mid-Florida over on Lake Underhill all the way out in Orlando to get me in as quickly as possible. And I had expressed to them with my surgery coming up this next week now, tick-tock time was of the essence. They got me in today, Friday. So at this point right now, it's been 13 days that my son has been having to endure this pain, this cracked tooth. Okay, so now we come to find out that it wasn't just a cracked tooth, it was 3 cracks in one tooth. 3 cracks in one tooth, 13 days of pain, and he's on the back burner, I'm on the back burner, and nobody wanted to immediately assist him. So Dustin, I thought, really needed to go in for surgery at this point for something this extensive. However, the dentist that we spoke with, Dr. Aaron Eisler, hats off to you. Super, super big hugs. And I do want to share his name because 5 stars, A's across the board. This man was top notch. Such an awesome man. Such a great dentist for Dustin. He was gentle. He was kind. He was understanding. And while he's praising me as his mother and how I'm handling Dustin through the procedure, I'm just amazed by how wonderful he has been. Now, I did not pay for this appointment today. DentaQuest said that they were going to pay for it. Even though it was out of network, they said that I would not have to take care of it. They will take care of it, making the exception. So I appreciate that, but that still puts me back to square one if I have to go through this again. Now, Dustin had to get a root canal because of the 3 cracks in his tooth. And the thing is, the 2 of the cracks in his tooth were all the way down to the root. Now, if anybody's had a root canal or had that kind of pain, you can only imagine what my Dustin must have been going through for 13 days. To me, the insurance company not stepping up and being there for my son after I adamantly said how much pain he was in, that's just flat out cruel at this point. Flat out cruel. There's no reason for it. None. So I'm hoping everything's going to change, because this video will be shared, and that's why I'm bringing it to you, because I want you to hear my story. I want this shared like hotcakes. I want somebody out there who is capable of making a change in the way Florida takes care of our disabled adults who are severely autistic or have other special needs, like my son, who are being put on the back burner for their care. No mom, no dad, no person should have to go through this. They should be able to take care of that person immediately. That's our job. And we need your help. That's what you're supposed to be there for. So let me just share this little picture just to back you up of what I'm saying. But this here, if you can see it, 3 cracks, but 13 days. 13 days. Dustin earned a going out tonight for what he did today. I was so absolutely proud of him. He surprised me. And that's another thing I want to bring to you. Never underestimate these guys. Dustin must have been in a lot of pain to even be able to go through what he went through today. A regular person going through a root canal, I know what you're saying, what you've got to be thinking. And for my guy to be a trooper to go through it, I am so absolutely proud of him. They numbed him up in a nice, gentle way. And I'll tell you, Dr. Eisner had this done within like 5-10 minutes. It was just phenomenally amazing. I was just floored. And I do hope that things in the future will change, because if I ever have to go through this with Dustin again, I am so wanting to go back and use the same dentist, because he is for us. He is there for us. And it was clear as day, as well as his staff, who was just absolutely just so warm, loving, and understanding. And I can't say how much I appreciate everybody in that office today. And if you're watching, mwah, thank you, thank you, thank you. And my Dustin is feeling so much better. He has been taking pictures. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Hi, everybody. He's been taking pictures, and he's got all of his friends that he pulled out of his room and put on the couch to get comfy and cozy with him. A lot of friends. And I did tell him today that if he did really good today, because I was using tokens along the way to try to keep him on track doing this procedure, which I knew was really difficult for him. But I told him that we would take him out and get something to eat, which he was able to eat a couple of hours later. It was about an hour-and-a-half drive for me to get there, but well worth my drive. But I told Dustin if he was a good boy and got through this fine, I would give him a reward when we got home this evening. And Dustin, you want to get your reward now?
Yes.
For being such a good boy?
Yes.
Okay, well, here it is, honey. Oops, right here. You want to open it up?
Cat dog.
Cat dog. I love it.
Cat dog.
You like it?
You like it?
Yes?
Yes.
Good. You were so brave today. Do you feel better?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah? Can you smile for us? Yeah, we feel much better now. All right. Want to blow everybody a kiss bye-bye? Mwah. All right. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys go. I just wanted to share with you what was going on. I do need to follow up with his dentist here, hopefully on Monday before my surgery this next week, because they do have to kind of cap things off on the one tooth that they weren't able to do with that today for the reasons I was given earlier. But that's fine. The main thing was getting him to this point, and he is clearly feeling so much better. So I just wanted to share, and please, please, share this video. I don't want anybody to ever have to go through this again. And if you're listening, anybody out there in Florida in the upper ranks, if you have a way of making a change in the disability insurance, namely adult Medicaid, it would be so appreciated if you would. We shouldn't have to fight to take care of our kids who have been on disability since they were babies. 25. Autism does not grow away, and I can't say that enough. It just does not grow away. So until then, take care, and wish me good luck on my surgery next week. I'm going to need it because apparently I'm going to be down for about 4 weeks with a 0 weight bearing. But I've got a lot more relief now knowing that my Dustin is situated and feeling better, so I have faith that things are just going to get better from here. So I will talk to you guys later. Love you guys soon, and don't worry about me if I'm MIA. I'm just recuperating. So take care. Love you. Bye.
Happy Melbourne! I love you! Mwah.